staff announcement. It is Cholesterol Awareness Week. Have a free medical checkup in that porta cabin in the car park this afternoon. Thank you.
Clive, you saw that programme last night on mollusks, didn't you?
No, I missed it.
I'm the only person around here that watches documentaries.
I take them, but I never watch them.
That's the trouble with videos.
Apparently, the male limpet has got a reproductive organ 6 feet long, relatively speaking.
Right, Clive.
I was trying to think when I last had a medical.
And did you know that whelks migrate?
No, I didn't, Les.
You fit as a butcher's dog.
There you are, Clive.
Hello, Peter.
Have you got a moment?
Yes, Peter.
I want to show you something. The wonderful thing about the post office, Clive, is the way that it has maintained its progressive attitude. Morning! Do you know that by the year 2000, every household will receive at least 3 pieces of unsolicited mail a day? We invested and reinvested in technology, and look at the results. OCR, Clive. Optical Character Recognition. A sorting machine that actually reads the addresses. I mean, can you believe that? Doing the work of 8 people. I've been dreaming about an OCR for years. We've been having 1 or 2 teething problems, of course. She can't go with letters to Peterborough for some reason. Still, I am convinced that this machine will propel us into the next millennium. Look at that. Scratch on her already.
Oi! Get your hands off.
Sorry, Desmond. That's Desmond, OCR's personal technician. Progress staring you in the face, that is. You see, Clive, tell you what, let's go and have a nice cup of tea. You see, Clive, I have always believed that the way to deal with new technology is with open arms. No point in fighting it.
You're right, Peter.
I mean, with an OCR installed, there's no reason why we can't win Sorting Officer of the Year by Christmas.
That'd be wonderful.
Yes. Do you know, Clive, do you know what I have heard they are working on now? Virtual reality Postman. The ultimate in technology without sacrificing good old-fashioned values. Ginger nut.
Oh, thank you, Peter.
Oh, yes. Things are definitely looking up for the post office, all right.
Good.
And that means good news for you, Clive.
Good.
You see, you don't have a driving licence, do you?
No, Peter.
No. Well, I'll be honest with you, Clive. Push bikes don't exactly fit in with the new technology. Leyland DAFs do, push bikes don't.
No.
You see, Clive, the labour force is going to have to be completely restructured. There is no way around that. There are going to have to be some redundancies, I'm afraid. Oh, not you. We're not going to make you redundant. No need to worry about that. No, we're going to give you early retirement.
Early retirement, Peter?
That is right. Oh, you're a bit overwhelmed, aren't you, Clive? Well, couldn't happen to a nicer bloke. That'll be another bloody letter to Peterborough.
Here's the culprit. It's got a paperclip in it, see? This is a sophisticated piece of machinery. It can't be dealing with paperclips.
Right. Came in. Coat off, coat on there. Shrink.
The new one-way system is a French design based on a series of interconnecting, ever-decreasing ring roads, each moving in an alternately opposite direction.
Alternately opposite?
Yes, an alternately opposite.
Palmerston Road, Holman, who's been sneezing for 2 weeks now. Until 1 o'clock, though, we're staying with transvestites. Let's go to line 1 first. Okay, Sandra, what's your story?
Christine,
I've got something to tell you.
You want to do what?
I've got some news.
I'll be down in a minute.
He's having an affair. Well, you would, wouldn't you? I thought, my husband a weirdo. But then I thought, hang on, he's not a weirdo. He's Ken.
Christine!
Can't stop. Got to get to do it all for some more stuff.
No.
Don't tell me, Lawrence. Another stolen escort?
No, I've just remembered it's Tuesday.
What's wrong with Tuesday?
Tuesday night is my neighbourhood watch night. Oh, God.
Early retirement's the best thing that ever happened to me. You'll have time to do all sorts of things.
Like what?
Well, you could come out metal detecting with me for a start. I have got a Fieldmaster searcher at home that you could borrow. Nice little detector, pre-programmed discrimination.
It's just a bit of a shock, you know. Been a postman 35 years. I don't know if I can just stop.
Of course you can. Get yourself a nice little part-time job to keep yourself in pocket. Then you'll be sitting pretty. I could ask down Burger Boy if you want.
Well, being a postman's what I'm good at. Postman of the Year 2 years running I was.
I know that, Clive.
1978 and 9. You covered this bit last week, didn't you?
The mud flats are constantly moving. No patch stays the same for more than 2 days running. That is the joy of metal detecting, as you will soon discover. Yeah. Look at that. That's at least 5 years old. Now, you ask Harvey Ellis, he was worried about retiring. You should see the decoy ducks he carves now. What Christine say?
Haven't told her.
Got to tell her, Clive.
Of course I'm going to tell her. She was up on the roof.
You're a lucky man, you know.
I'm only 52. I don't want to retire at 52.
I meant you're lucky having Christine.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be able to do all sorts of things with her once you're retired.
So it's a case of keeping your eyes open, but also not overreacting.
Sergeant Pittman is giving a talk about
Evening.
community policing.
Right then. Evening. Evening. All right, Ron? Sergeant Pittman.
What do you think about the over-50s martial arts course down at the college, Lawrence?
Well, I really don't think we need worry
In
about
my
it.
opinion, video surveillance would be more appropriate, with the holidays coming on.
Yes, but How about just telling a neighbour that you're going away?
Tell my neighbour you're going away and you'll have your TV set out of the front door before you get on the coach.
Well, I think I've said all I can on this subject.
Thank you, Lawrence. Sound advice, as usual. Anyone have anything else to report before we move on to dogs fouling the footpath?
I've still not found my cat. I read in the paper there are cat thieves operating in this region. They steal them for the fur. They send them abroad.
There are some new people who've moved in across the road from us, and they do look rather foreign. I haven't spoken to them yet, but I see that they have a satellite dish. And they haven't put out any rubbish since they arrived here. I think you might check that out.
Well, I'd like to say a few words on the Neighbourhood Watch annual outing, if I may.
Is that the time? Will you excuse me? I need to get to the laundrette.
Stratford-on-Avon, I thought, this year.
I read somewhere that more people get robbed visiting Stratford-on-Avon than anywhere else in Britain.
I read that.
I know a nice restaurant on the A34 near Banbury, and then we can catch a matinee of Richard III.
Isn't Banbury the place they smash your car windows while you're stopped at traffic lights and steal your handbag?
Is the water hot enough for my bath now, Mrs. Springer? I've brought my own towel.
Of course it is, dear.
From when?
Friday.
3 days' notice.
They pay me at the end of the month, but he said I don't have to work it.
Clive, can we afford this?
Well, as long as you keep on working.
How do you feel?
Oh, you can't stand in the way of technology, Christine. You have to embrace it.
You've got to be sure about it, Clive. A woman on the radio earlier blamed her eating disorder on being made redundant. I mean, what are you going to do with yourself?
All sorts of things. I could help you do up the house.
Well, as long as you don't start carving decoy ducks like Harvey Ellis. Drive Sheila up the wall. I'm late, and we got our new sister on the ward. You don't have to take it, you know. You can say no.
I know.
Have a nice day, sir.
I don't know about this, Ralph.
You're retiring the day after tomorrow. You need a job to go to. Now, let's start you off on boxes. You'll be all right on boxes. You have to flatten them. It's not difficult. I started out on boxes. They promoted me to cheeseburgers now. I have to slip cheese in the bun. It's a bit fiddly, but it's not difficult either. Oh, you don't earn much, of course. You have to work out front to earn decent money. Morning, Kirsty. But they don't allow anyone over 25 to work out front. There's a different atmosphere in the back. There's a real camaraderie here. All right, Lang. What'd the doctor say?
Said it's fungal.
Here's Mr. Brewster, look. Morning, Mr. Brewster.
What are you doing here?
I just brought in my friend Clyde.
Does he want a job on boxes? Only Stan didn't come in again. I reckon he's dead this time.
You're joking.
In a few years, maybe, Peter.
Listen, Clive. If you get yourself a nice little part-time job, you'll be the richest person you know.
It's not the money, Peter. I don't want to stop being a postman.
You just don't understand, do you? We're not having bikes anymore. Your job isn't going to exist.
I'll do a walk.
We've got all the walkers we want.
I learned to drive.
Be serious, Clive.
I don't want to stop work.
Okay. You have it your way. If you want to keep working, you keep working. I'll give customer care a call. They'll soon fix you up.
Customer care?
Yes, always a job down there for a man of your experience. You can sit in a nice warm office and deal with complaints all day. Hello, Kelvin.
All right. I'll retire.
Vikings of stature were always buried with their boats, so they could cross the river to heaven. Inside were placed objects of gold and bronze and assorted articles of war. Now, we know that Redrick was a Viking of stature. I mean, his boat would have been dripping with gold and stuff. And the question is, was the Viking burial ground sited on the mudflats or up where Carpet City is now? See, Clive? The secret of good metal detecting is research.
Pony Express rider Bob Haslam was just past Cold Springs, Nevada, when Peyote Indians ambushed him. One by one, he picked them off with his twin revolvers, but then an arrow embedded into his arm, hit the bone and lay there quivering. Bob galloped on, but another arrow tore into his cheek, knocking out 5 teeth and breaking his jaw. You're early.
Just wanted to wish you good luck on your last day. You all right?
Fine.
You got bags under your eyes?
Don't worry about me.
You saw that programme last night, didn't you?
No, I didn't, Rex.
Apparently, the Kalahari Bushmen have remained unchanged for over 2,000 years.
What, like, totally unchanged?
Totally.
They have furniture.
Give it to him one last time, Clive.
Yeah, cheers, Clive.
Well, I'm retiring. This is my last day. In fact, I've been given early retirement. Anyway, I'd just like to say how much I've enjoyed being your postman. It's been a wonderful job. Thank you. Sign here, please.
What?
That dressing gown. You must have had it 15 years.
Thank you. Ah, just caught me. Hang on. Is that a paper clip in there?
Why?
So what'd you get him?
A metal detector.
It was his wife's idea.
Whoa.
I'm the strippogram. You probably guessed that.
Nothing to do with me.
Mr. and Mrs. Flint, Rattling Farm, Gloucestershire.
If this woman takes so much as her shoes off, you'll have industrial action. I mean it.
Stay calm. We can settle this.
If he's not here in 5 minutes, it won't matter. I've got to have my kids in school for 9.
Who the hell is he, anyway?
Crouching low in the saddle, Clive Peacock spurred his Mustang and outpaced the Indian ponies as he rode 2 days and nights cross-country towards Gloucestershire.
Where is he?
Well, I thought he was with you.
That's what he's supposed to meet me up on the mud flats at 2 o'clock for his first metal detecting lesson.
Mrs. Peacock. Peter Robson. Personnel. Is Clive there? Is he?
No, I'm afraid he isn't.
It's just he isn't coming off his round yet. And we're getting all a little bit, you know, concerned.
Well, maybe he just slipped in and out and no one noticed. Well, you know what Clive's like. He doesn't like a fuss.
The problem is, Mrs. Peacock, that he hasn't brought in the 8 o'clock collection yet, or put his keys back in his box. And, well, the time is now, it's almost 3 o'clock. Mrs. Peacock, so you see he's 7 hours late. And the regulations, I'm sorry to say, stipulate that at this juncture, with Royal Mail missing, I've got to call the police.
God, I hate driving in this town.
Want me to take over?
No. Come here, what's happening to the place? Nothing works properly anymore. Can't even trust Postman now. Come on!
Anyone sitting here?
The toast and no fried bread on mine. Yeah, tea, yeah.
Where are you heading?
Gloucestershire.
Set the B3095. You'll avoid the contraflow south of Warminster.
Right, thank you. Where are you headed?
Blandford.
There's some broken glass outside the garden centre at Pimpern.
Cheers. What's your load?
Royal Mail.
Weetabix.
They said that electronic mail would be the death of the post office. But no. No. We invested and reinvested in technology. And even as we speak, I believe they are working on virtual reality postmen.
Stamp. Stuck on upside down. Well, they messed up all the settings. We'll have to get the specialist in from Swindon.
You see, gentlemen, the beauty of progress. A specialist from Swindon can be called in at a moment's notice.
Mr. Robson?
What?
Detective Sergeant Pickman. I phoned.
Inspector?
Knowing Clive, he's just gone for a wander. Was his last day?
You don't go for a wander with a bag of Royal Mail.
He could have been mugged. I reckon he was mugged.
Clive wasn't the sort to get mugged.
Yeah, he was the sort nothing happened to. He was a reliable sort.
He loved his job.
So why was he leaving?
He was offered early retirement. A very attractive package. Couldn't resist it.
That's interesting.
What?
That device for keeping your keys handy. I thought that name was familiar. Clive Peacock. He's that bloke in my neighbourhood watch. He's my neighbour.
So which one does he live in?
I don't know. I've never actually spoken to him. Wasn't the sort you speak to.
He's just gone for a bike ride, I'm sure. It's the sort of thing he does when he's on edge.
You mean he's gone off like this before?
Once or twice, when he's been under stress. You see, I don't think he was altogether happy about his early retirement.
Where does he go?
Just cycles about. When I had the miscarriage, he went off then.
The problem is, Mrs. Peacock, Royal Mail's gone missing, and the sorting office has to treat that very seriously.
Well, Clive wouldn't have taken anything. He'd be back by this evening.
Did you have any problems, Mrs. Peacock? Money problems? Anything like that?
No.
Do you know if he took anything with him this morning? Like a change of clothes? You noticed anything of his missing?
Sorry. I really don't know where things are. See, Clive's the organised one. Sorry, ironing board. Library book.
I'm sure you're right, Mrs. Peacock. He'll be back by tonight.
Yes.
However, if for some reason he isn't, I'd like to give the Echo a call and get his picture in. It always helps in these cases.
Oh, see.
Thank you, Mrs. Peacock.
So let us know the minute you hear anything, won't you?
Yes, of course. Come on, Clive. Hello? Hello?
Hello? Christine?
Clive? Clive, is that you?
Hello?
I'm sorry to disturb you.
You're not disturbing me, pal. I was just watching the ice skating.
I just wondered if you had a couple of spoons I could borrow.
Spoons?
I got a puncture.
Of course you have.
Oh, thank you.
I've been in this business 15 years. There's good money in shoes. People always need shoes. When I started, my wife gave me 6 months. She said, 6 months you'll be back with fridges. But shoes are a lot better to work with than fridges, and a damn sight lighter for a start. That Hungarian judge never gives more than 6, you know. You're right there.
Fine.
Here's one for you. Just say they wanted to make a film of your life, a movie. Someone decided to make the life of Clive, right?
Yeah.
Who would you have play you in the main role? What actor?
I don't know.
Have a think.
Well, maybe Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman? No, you're not him at all. He'd be miscast there, he would. You're much more... Ronnie Corbett. Ronnie Corbett, he'd do the job well. He's a good little actor. You want to know who I'd have play me?
Who?
Clint Eastwood.
Would you?
Yeah. Sort of wanderer, that's me. Riding into town with my shoes and riding out again. Clint is very good at playing a normal bloke who doesn't seem like anything special on the surface. But he's got a lot more going underneath that people don't know about.
That's why I'd choose Dustin Hoffman.
No! Dustin Hoffman would be all wrong. What about Michael Fish? He could play you.
The Weatherman?
If Ronnie Corbett turned you down.
Oh, no, Ralph.
Crying?
No, just been peeling onions. Tea?
Oh. Try not to worry yourself, Christine. He's probably just had an accident or something.
He hasn't contacted me or anything. I mean, what am I supposed to think? I mean, where did he spend the night, for heaven's sake? He didn't say anything to you?
No.
You two know each other so well.
We're mates. We don't talk much.
Ralph?
Yeah?
Did you and Clive ever discuss sex?
No. Never. No, honest, Christine, we never did.
It's just that me and Clive never hit it off in bed, you know.
Oh, well, he never mentioned that to me. Sorry, itchy ankle.
All this just feels so unreal. I mean, I could go a week without speaking or seeing Clive. There were just signs that he lived here. You know, washing up done, cottage pie in the fridge, newspapers picked up. Well, that's how I know he's not here, because the house is littered with newspapers. I feel a bit helpless, like I'm drifting out to sea.
I'm always here, Christine, if you need a lifeline.
Do you know how to cook a cottage pie?
Not a clue. They are strong onions, aren't they?
Do you want a good time, love? Just walk out to your truck and I'll be with you in a minute.
I'm on my bike, actually.
I hate it when they say that.
Say what?
Police are baffled. I'm not baffled, I'm...
Watching the situation develop, aren't you, Lawrence?
Exactly.
Is that Palmerston Road woman still sneezing?
Oh, I don't know.
I heard she was going to be sponsored by Kleenex.
What do you reckon Clive Peacock's doing now? I see him on his bicycle, cycling down a country lane, no traffic, jacket off, sun in his face, pork pie in his saddlebag, just following the road wherever it takes him. Sooner we bring him back home, the better, really.
WPC McMahon speaking. Lawrence, it's a journalist called Sarah Seymour from the Mail.
Where?
The Daily Mail. She says she wants to speak to you about our missing postman.
What?
Mr. Flint, Rattling Farm.
Howdy, good.
Thank you.
Don't move. This is loaded. I ain't frightened to use it. You've had enough of your sort coming around here poaching?
I'm not a poacher. I'm a postman.
You tell the police that.
You're not Mr. Flint, are you?
I'm warning you, this is loaded. Caught one.
Red-handed.
On what?
Poacher.
I'm a postman, honestly.
Well, go through, make yourself at home. I'll make some tea.
You're not making him a cup of tea. Call the police.
You'll be in the pub by now. Is that loaded?
Of course it's loaded.
Well, don't point it if it's loaded, Hugh.
Bloody poacher, I'm telling you.
He looks like a postman to me.
I am a postman. This is Rattling Farm, right?
Yes?
I've got a letter for you. There. That's the reason I'm here. I don't want your pheasant.
You're in big trouble, you are.
Hugh.
We got our own ways of dealing with your sort round here. Unpleasant ways.
Hugh, it's from Patricia.
What? What does she say?
She says she's all right. And she's got a job in Boots. Oh, there's a photo. Oh, look at her.
Excuse me. Do you do bed and breakfast by any chance?
Night, Mr. Peacock.
Good night.
Washed and pressed your shirt.
Oh, thank you.
Are you really a postman?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, thank you to Kenneth. Morning all. Warm welcome to the Jimmy Young program. Now, 100 years ago, the first case of dyslexia.
He says to tell you he's sorry about last night. You can't be too careful. Anyway, the gun wasn't really loaded.
That's all right.
And he says to give you this. It's the bird. Let it hang for a couple of days, then casserole it. Tell your wife.
Hello? Anyone at home?
Mrs. Peacock, my name's Sarah Seymour. I'm a journalist for the Daily Mail. This is Dave Folds, a photographer.
Morning.
I wanted to phone, but...
You come about Clive?
Yes, we have. You see, we think there's an issue here, Mrs. Peacock. Are we really aware of the psychological effects on the workforce by the introduction of technology? Does early retirement undermine the...
You can come in if you give me a cigarette.
Do you think the post office should take some responsibility for Clive's disappearance?
Sorry.
If you really want to know, I've decided that thinking about anything is a bad idea. I'm keeping myself occupied, just trying to stay sane.
It's not worked properly since Christmas. People send too many cards these days. Oh, letterboxes like this just can't cope.
The spring seized up, that's all. I got some 3-in-1 in my saddlebag. There you are. Fixed it.
It's been all go today. Had a mattress delivered this morning, and now you. This is from her sister, properly cancelling her visit. I've just read my horoscope and it said, expect good news. What's yours?
Pardon?
Your star sign.
Oh, Leo.
Leo. All attempts at communication are doomed. You will be left isolated. The odds are stacked against you, but persevere because the planetary aspects are in your favour. Lucky old you.
Apple Tree Week. Sounds nice.